A species that I feel doesn't get as much love as it should, and one that's gotten some attention within the last few months for a few different reasons, is Diplodocus. So I'm just going to verbally spew about it for a little bit. So Diplodocus was first discovered and described in 1878 by S.W. Willison and Othniel Charles March, with the type species being Diplodocus longus, and the other two known species, D. carnegie and D. halorium, being described later on. The name Diplodocus means double-beamed, and this odd name refers to the chevron bones on their tail vertebrae being these two huge parallel bars, which, before other sauropod materials were better known, was pretty unique. Now, these bones were like this because the tail was ridiculously massive, being literally half, if not a bit more so, the entire length of the body. That's like the equivalent of having like a 90-pound ass for the typical human male. This massive tail is made up of roughly 80 separate bones, and with the help of those double-beamed chevron bones acting as muscle anchors, it's theorized to have been used as a gigantic biological bullwhip that could definitely crack a few skulls if needed to. And it probably did, as Diplodocus lived in the Morrison Formation, an ecosystem that lasted through the late Jurassic period around 151 to 149 million years ago, and was home to at least 3 major macropredators, those being 2 species of Allosaurus, Torvosaurus, and at least 3 separate species of Ceratosaurus. Now, having roving troops of giant meat-hooked murder turkeys may make survival a bit difficult, so a giant bullwhip and a giant size were definitely needed in order for Diplodocus to make it in such an intense environment. And size it had in spades. The smaller of the known species, Diplodocus carnegie, reached lengths of upwards of 79 to 85 feet, or 24 to 26 meters, and weighed upwards of 12 to 14 metric tons. So even the largest theropods in the region were dwarfed by the adults of this species. Their massive bulk, coupled with the ability to throw that weight behind a mighty stomp, kick, or tail swing, made these things one of the various species of walking fortresses called sauropods in the area. That's right, in Diplodocus' environment, there were many other types of sauropods. Animals like Apatosaurus, Brachiosaurus, Camarasaurus, and Brontosaurus all called the Morrison home too. With so many roommates, it's also guaranteed that niche partitioning took place in order to ensure competition over territory and food was minimal. There's so much I could talk about when it comes to this animal, from its discovery during the Bone Wars, to how the skull of this animal still has never been found, to the newest research surrounding this animal's skin and coloration and what it means towards sauropods as a whole. Diplodocus Rocks, and I'm definitely going to make a longer video about it. So if you'd like to see that, drop a follow and subscribe to the YouTube channel.